7:36, in today's Mom's Word, September 11th is a day that's forever etched in all of our memories, even those who were too young at the time to really understand what was going on. Remember something, and although 10 years later they're all grown up, perhaps they're still dealing with those painful and really confusing memories of the attack. So how can we help your teens cope? Here with some insight is the CEO of Safe Horizon, Ariel Zwang, and also joining us is the clinical director of Safe Horizon Counseling Center, Dr. Anna Rodriguez. Welcome both to the show. And so we're talking about kids that were 5, 6, and 7 at the time of the attacks, and now they're 15, 16, and 17. You know, immediately after there was lots of counseling services, but what are you hearing now? Dr. Rodriguez.
Well, at Safe Horizon, we see a lot of children impacted by interpersonal trauma, and so we know that around, as the September 11th anniversary approaches, a lot of families are going to be having a lot of reactions again, and their feelings are going to be stirred up about.
It's like every year at this time, it's especially for the families, the widows, the kids, you're reliving it all over again and again and again. And now it's the 10th year. It's like this moniker. Ariel, what do you say in regards to that? How do parents deal with it?
First of all, there is something special about the big anniversaries. There is a lot more coverage and attention, and we really think that families should deal with this in the way that's right for them. Speak to your children, speak about it, but also commemorate in a way that feels right for your family. That may be watching a special on TV, that may be going to a memorial service, it may be volunteering together. There are lots of ways to honor the memory.
Right, we think about these kids 5, 6, and 7, and those were really scary times for them as a 5, 6, and a 7-year-old dealing with that. And when, as a mom, you talk about it, it's different now when they're 15, 16, and 17. So how do you address them as teenagers? Ariel, Dr. Rodriguez?
I think parents know their kids best, and so.
But they don't talk teenagers
they don't
usually.
Talk,
they keep their feelings.
They might show it by being more withdrawn, looking more sad, and so kids also take their cues from their parents, and so parents can initiate a conversation.
So how would you approach it?
Like, maybe starting the conversation, like, I know that this is the 10th year anniversary. You might helping children anticipate reactions that they might have, and maybe parents can share how they're feeling.
And how about the rest of the community? Like, you know, you see the widows, you see the kids. Oh, their father died in the September 11th attacks, and sometimes I feel so bad because these kids are forever. It's like the scarlet letter on them. You know, they're defined by that, but you don't want them to be defined by that. So how do you approach that if you're a friend or a neighbor? How do you do it, right?
I think that the best way to offer support to someone is just to say, I'm here for you for whatever you need. Don't put on them what you think they should do or feel or need, but offer to be supportive in any way. The other thing is you can always remind people that there are still resources available. For example, if you go to our website, safehorizon.org, there's a list of resources that are available for families who still may be experiencing difficulties, or for people who might not have been directly affected but are still feeling a lot of pain around this time
And there's
of year.
a lot of us, because when we start talking about it, we all seem to get choked up because it does hit so close, and we all still feel that pain, even though it's been 10 years ago. I think that's a wound and a jagged edge that will forever remain a hole in many of our hearts. Thank you so much for coming in.